Hello, and happy Wednesday to all of my Sagittarius. Sagittarius, it may be still Tuesday where you are. If it is, great, because if it is still Wednesday, I'm sorry, if it is still Tuesday, the 30th, where you are, then we still have a few more hours for Mercury post shadow retrograde, right? So, which is great because we're moving towards a full moon, and so full moon, your emotions, feelings, subconscious habits become even more intense around the full moon. Lunar, like lunatic, like some people. That's why some people are like, some people turn into werewolves around the full moon, but you are not. I'm going to try to keep you abreast and updated about what's happening, Sagittarius. So let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. So you know that you're landing on the bright side of the moon in Sagittarius if you're feeling more adventurous, optimistic, exuberant, open-minded, and sincere. In other words, you're saying I'm strategically and intentionally closing out, phases within my life, and I feel good about closing out phases, and I'm moving forward within this cycle so that I can now make room for the things that I've been thanking Source for. A lot of people are going to feel very lucky about the things that the seeds that they're planting during this phase. And it's only because of your ruling planet, Sagittarius. So you all may feel extra lucky, during this time. But it looks like, something has been deeply disappointing and heartbreaking, and it's been a nightmare for somebody. Like something that either something happened where somebody did or said something to you that could have caused a lot of deep heartbreak and brought up a lot of memories. But let me help you with something, Sagittarius. Right now, Pluto is retrograde, and Pluto is that planet that's going to help everybody wipe the slate clean. But because it's a generational planet, it's taking you all the way back to your childhood, family, and ancestral traumas. And for the purpose of bringing all of that hurt and wounded, deep wounds up to the surface to give you an opportunity to say, I need to purge all of this. So a lot of things are happening at the same time. So Source is possibly sending a soulmate across your path that's going to help you to stay laser focused, Sagittarius. If you're not already in a, if you're not already in a soulmate situation that's trying to help you to stay focused. Be careful with people who are telling you need to get over something or you should have been past all of that, because that's really actually making things worse. Nobody should be getting over anything. If anything, healing through something, like identifying what the hurt is, and what's causing the nightmares, whether you felt rejected or people have cut you out of their lives and you feel like there's no explanation. Source is saying is the part that's going to help somebody really heal is to not overgive energies to where all the wounds started. I need to heal. And if there's people that you want to still keep in your life from your family where it started, Source is saying they got to be willing to go to therapy. They got to be willing to admit certain things. They got to be willing to open up. If they're not, you may have to leave them behind for your own mental and physical health. See how this person right here, you see this fire around this person? They have one foot firmly planted in the ground and the other foot kind of anticipating a lot of expansion on the horizon. That's what Source is saying. It's like, if people are not willing to heal with you, not necessarily at your pace, but at least to say, you know what, we need to break some generational cycles, chains, and curses as well, and not just, ride your back and hope that you're the only person that's going to bring everybody into the light where you feel like this heavy weight is on you. Everybody needs to be in some kind of healing so that you don't keep going through these heartbreaking situations. So I do see somebody definitely working on themselves, investing in themselves, and I see everything is in perfect alignment for you. So Source has the red carpet laid out for you to get the healing so that you can wake up from some kind of a nightmare, some kind of a nightmare of just feeling like, I'm deeply disappointed, I'm hurt, I'm this and that. Source is saying you can wake up from this. You don't have to stay in a Freddy Krueger nightmare, frustrated and night sweats and all of that other stuff of heartbreak. So whoever your soulmate is or your soul tribe, they should not keep bringing the nightmares up again. Keep talking about it over and over and over again, even if they seem like their intentions are sincere. It's like they keep bringing stuff up and bringing things to you. You're going to have to clear those energies out of you. If they're bringing negativity to you, that's helping you, reminding you, Sources, and you got to move on from that. And I do see eventually somebody moving on from it. I do see somebody eventually moving on. Here we have the Sun card and also the Fool card. So somebody is definitely eventually going to start feeling a lot sunnier. This is the upside of you being a mutable sign, Sagittarius, is that Put on some yellow. Put on some color. Put on a color yellow. Get out under that sunlight. Remove all that stale energy. Depending on where you are in the world, it may be, sunnier climates wherever you are. But there's a lot of temptation around you. A lot of temptation around you. And if you were rejected by some energies, in the past, and you don't know why or what you did to be rejected, look at it from a silver lining standpoint. Rejection is God's protection from something, because some people feel like they need closure, like they need a person to cuss them out or tell them off before they get the message. Life doesn't have to be that dramatic or traumatic. Somebody has already endured enough, heartache, and be okay with people, releasing people who just leave your life. Just, whatever good times I had with that energy, I'll savor those. Anything negative, I'm just going to release. I don't even need to talk about it unless I'm talking about it in a therapist's office. But God is trying to make somebody booked and busy. When I tell you, this is not a ball you want to fumble. Source has literally everything lined out for you. And not only that, for some of you all, somebody's going to get a proposal, whether it's a proposal in business or a proposal in love. So if somebody's still focusing on not understanding why God is bringing a lot of deep wounds and hurts from your past to the surface, only reason God is bringing it to the surface to give you the opportunity to part ways with it. You're a fire sign. Toss it into a fire bowl. If there's some people you feel like cut you off or hurt you in your childhood, even if they're no longer alive, write them a letter. Toss it into a burning bowl. Say, I forgive you and I release this in love. Even if your heart is still cracked in pieces where you feel like, okay, I'm trying to forgive. Write it. I'm trying to forgive. Dear so-and-so, I'm trying to forgive you for X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. Whether they're related to you or not. I need to do this. I need to release you in love because it's not in alignment with where I'm trying to go. I need to make room, because that's what somebody is doing, making room for the blessings that's trying to come your way. And so then also having compassion for whatever you left behind. But some kind of proposal that's coming somebody's way, whether it's in business or in love, Sagittarius. So listen, you don't want to miss out on it, because somebody is having a bunch of nightmares about stuff in the past where you can take action. You don't have to keep going along with the flow, waking up and like, oh my God, what? And now you got that on your mind all day. Crack out that that burning bowl. I need to release this. Write a letter to whomever you had a nightmare dream about. I need to release this. I need to release it so I can make room for the blessings that I know I deserve. So, and if you're currently in a relationship with somebody and you're having nightmares about stuff, you don't want to take those nightmares out on them. You don't want to become their nightmare. And they thinking about, I'm looking at rings, or thinking about proposing marriage or proposing a business deal, and you go off on that person. They're like, you know what? Forget it. Just forget it. Yep, the devil card. You got the devil card, the temperance card, the moon card, the 3 of cups, the king of pentacles. Source is trying to make somebody like this the wealthiest card in the deck. You've been already putting in work. That's what I'm telling you. Somebody got some kind of proposal coming across, whether it's in business or in love, but something from your past is resurfacing. Some kind of past emotions are resurfacing. So Source is like, get it together. Flush all of those toxins out. And the way you're going to do it is listening to chakra cleansing and healing music on a regular basis, not just for 1 week. Make it a part of your daily routine, so you'll start remembering the dreams that you had. Things will start making sense to you. Here we also, and then whenever you're feeling nervous jitters, or you feeling like I'm unclear about something, go right back to your purpose. What is my purpose here on this planet Earth? So, because that's where the healing is. That's where the clarity is, right? So somebody feels like they have a devil on one shoulder and an angel on another shoulder. But the anxiety that you've been feeling is going to come to an end, because somebody's going to get their wish. So stay in the posture of gratitude. If you've been hoping for some kind of a proposal in business, or some kind of an approval to come through for you, it's coming through. But don't fumble it because you're having nightmares about something, or you're not in the best of moods about something. Source is trying to get you to release some energies around you so that you can make room for a much better life, is what Source is trying to do. So whoever or whatever you need to release, the heaviness of something from the past, you don't need other people to close it out. You don't need to know why somebody cut you off and all of that other stuff. I need an explanation. I wonder why this happened. I wonder why that happened. Because keep talking about it. You're giving life to it. And the people that's around you right now, They're like, okay, this person sounds obsessed. What in the world is going on? Well, you got all these blessings around you. So be careful. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Because you got a lot of, I mean, the King of Pentacles. See, whenever the King of Pentacles come out, people get excited. Oh my God, I see all of this wealth coming my way. But a lot of people are not willing to go to that frequency of this level of wealth. The King of Pentacles is literally material wealth, but it's also wealth and stability, wealth and security, wealth also in patience, wealth and loyalty, wealth and tenacity. You know, it's wealth in every area of your life. So somebody's going to have to learn how to go with the flow. And when God releases people from your life for whatever reason, okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to look at the silver lining. What blessings did they bring to my life? Did they ever make me laugh? Not, oh, they were wearing a mask and they were phony and they were manipulated me into all of that. Sources like, if it's that bad, go ahead and recognize, all right, you have fire. You're a fire sign. They fired themselves from my universe. I don't need that type of energy in my universe. But to talk about it is giving air to it, giving life to your own fire. So we have the 9 of Spades. Again, here we go, nightmare. There's like 2 energies in your life that's been like a nightmare. Here we have the 10 of Hearts. We have the 2 of Hearts, the 4 of Hearts, the 3 of Spades, and also the Jack of Wands, Jack of Clubs. All right, so somebody definitely felt like, you know, idea-wise, the joke was on them. They felt foolish, like, you know, they feel like, so it's like somebody just doesn't believe in themselves. They don't believe in their credibility. They don't believe in their spirit, their gifts. And so we have the 3 of Spades came out twice. Somebody is deeply disappointed and heartbroken. Something has been a nightmare twice in somebody's life, you know. And it could have had something to do with being tempted. Like it could have something to do with your emotions, being in love or being codependent. And somebody could be scared moving forward when it comes to soulmate or reconnecting with, or not reconnecting, but connecting with something that reminds you of something from your past that hurt you, that was already overwhelming for you. So like I said, there's a lot of water here in your cards. But Source is definitely trying to increase your soul tribe. Definitely trying to increase your soul tribe because it came out 3 times here. So it's just trying to put some energies around you that's going to help you with this. But somebody's definitely been lamenting over some things. And also, you know, I'm seeing whether you want, when I say a family unit, what I'm seeing around you, Sagittarius, is people who know how to protect their own inner child. They know what their purpose here on life and on earth is, so they're not competing with anybody. They're not bringing a bunch of negativity into the circle. If there's something they need to work out, you know, even if you're having a hard day and you feel like, okay, well, you know, this is a person that, you know, I feel like it's a safe space for me to talk. Your soul tribe is your safe space. Your soul tribe should be your safe space, but they should also be pouring fresh water into your universe whenever you feel that you've absorbed some kind of toxicity, right? Not people who are just adding to it. You feel you having a bad day and they making it worse by adding on to it, instigating, you know, getting that fire started all up again, where you feel like, I feel worse now that I told them. I don't feel better. I feel even more fired up. And sometimes that looks like, yeah, you know, they validated how I felt, and I knew that person was phony. I knew this such and such. That's not going to make you feel better. If a matter of fact, long term, it's going to make somebody feel like they're not making the best decisions when it comes to allowing people in. That's why you hear people say, I don't trust anybody, or I don't trust that particular Zodiac sign. Everybody has to earn your trust, so you should never go into a situation trusting a situation anyway. So somebody is learning. Somebody is learning in their own way. Somebody is definitely learning. So somebody is definitely learning. All right, let's pull this card right here. So nothing is set in stone. Nothing is yet set in stone. So Source is saying go along with the flow of good energy. Like go along with the flow of moving forward and leaving all of that hurt energy behind. Start the process of healing, not getting over it, but healing and cleaning out space. Even the people where you seem like they're validating, you know, how you feel. You don't need another human being to validate how you feel. Your feelings are valid, Sagittarius. You definitely want people who are not causing you to feel worse. Their energy is not causing you to feel worse. So Source wants you to connect with your womb, like connect with your passion. That's what it is, like connect with your water. What does fresh water feel like? So that's juice fast, that's drinking more water, that's, taking spiritual showers, spiritual baths, even making moon water and drinking it. You can look that up on how to make moon water. Water Watsu, hip opening yoga poses, hip opening exercises, those kind of things is going to really help you to connect with your passion, whatever those passions are, so that you're not so easily tempted by energies around you and then feel, well, they're not going to like me, I'm not their type, I feel rejected, or I've dealt with that kind before, that kind of thing. So here we have Divine Source. Help me know that all of my deepest needs will be met. This is what you're telling to Source. Let me trust that you, God, have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. You are my source for all. Let's see what your number is and let's close it out. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what your number is and let's close it out. Let's see what your number is and let's close it out. 27, I am expressive. 27, 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 is the number of death, rebirth. Your mind is wide open, and you are tolerant and compassionate toward all ways of life. You value freedom of expression, and you want to improve the conditions of people, whether in your community, country, or the world at large. So I'm expressive. That's right. There's a lot of creativity here. So somebody is wildly creative, and it's going to make them very, very wealthy. But don't use your water. Don't let past experience that contaminated your water, make things unclear where you don't trust anything. You don't even trust God. So Source is saying, flush all of that toxic water out of your system and get from around people who are continuing to pour those toxins. Some people feel like, well, we have, you got to express your emotions. But when it comes to unhealthiness, where it becomes to be gossip and all of that, like Source is like, come on now. You're literally ruled by the good luck planet. So things will go a lot smoother for somebody when you say, you know what? I got an angel on one shoulder and a devil on another shoulder, and I'm choosing light over darkness. I'm getting rooted and grounded. That's that number 31. 3 plus 1 is 4. I'm getting rooted and grounded in the earth. I'm using my creativity for good, and I'm not letting my insecurities or codependencies or deep temptations ruin me. Here we have stress. Affirmations for stress. I release what I cannot control. I release tension in my body. I relax my jaw and unclench my teeth. I allow my shoulders to be heavy. I breathe in gratitude and exhale pressure. Stress is temporary. I welcome stress-free days into my life. I am counting my blessings. Great things are happening to me, because they are. Speak it into existence. Those are affirmations. Speak it. Speak that. Those are affirmations for stress. That is what I have for you, Sagittarius. Like I said at the beginning, I release what I cannot control. That's what I have for you, and I will see you all on Friday. Bye.